That car, I think people on Twitch totally gonna play it. It's all game fanatics.
All right.
Life.
All right. Oh wow, we already have people in the chat room. All right. So
Nice.
okay, so we are. I think we're live. We already have people in the chat room.
I think you should change the picture for your Twitch profile, you know.
To what?
No, man.
To your picture?
No. It's just it's every time I look at it, I get this like weird feeling, you know. It's like I'm not even kidding you.
What is my profile picture on Twitch?
No, that's the one
Oh, it's
Discord polls. Yeah, this one.
oh,
The
okay.
one on the left-hand corner.
Yeah.
You see what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's a weird looking picture, right? You're
Yeah.
like smiling, but you're fake smiling, you know. It's
Yeah.
like not natural, right? It looks something you put on LinkedIn. I mean, this is not LinkedIn, you know.
Yeah, got it. I'll change it.
You know what I mean, right? Yeah.
Got it. Okay, cool. So let's go ahead and get started. So what is our plan for today? The plan for today is I don't know if you remember, but I don't know if I actually worked on that with you. But the plan for today is to read from Zookeeper with Golang.
Oh yeah, you
And
did.
did I?
Yeah, I remember the Zookeeper session.
And then send the statistics from the Zookeeper session from the Zookeeper cluster to a statsd cluster. So there's going to be quite a bit of traversing of trees. So basically everything is a tree in Zookeeper. So we're going to be traversing the tree, and we're going to
Okay.
find items from one tree in another tree that is completely different in structure.
Mm-hmm.
So one tree is really flat, so it actually has the edges.
Yeah.
Right? So basically, it has the edges of the other tree. So one tree is flat, and each item in that tree is the edges of the other tree. So yeah, and we need to access that and then send over those stats to statsd.
What does statsd do?
Statsd is basically graphite. So it's just a statistic server. You just send metrics. It's a metric server.
Okay.
All right. So let's go ahead and get started. Actually, before we get started, one surprise. Ta-da! You see that?
I'm having delay, so I don't see anything right now.
It's the car.
Oh, the car.
All right. The car is here. There is more to come with this little buddy. But basically, we are going to be hacking this car, and and we're gonna hack a Raspberry Pi on top of that car. And we're gonna hack a Raspberry Pi on top of that car, and you will be able to control that car from the Twitch chat. So my plan is to have a Wi-Fi on the car, and that's a little surprise, but a little GPS module on the car. So then you'll be able to say forward 10 meters or 270 heading forward 10 meters, right? So you'll be able to control that car from the chat, right? So it's gonna have a bit of infrared in the front, so it will not basically crash into things.
Mm-hmm.
So this car is going to be hacked to pieces, right? So I literally got it like 30 minutes ago. And I have a lot of plans for it. And everything is going to be driven in terms of power by this little thing. Okay, so this is a power bank that's outputting 5 volts, 2 amps of power. It has quite a bit of punch to it, but it's pretty heavy. So I think with like, I don't know if you can't really see it, but when I put it in the car kind of squishes. We're gonna have to kind of figure it out, where to and how to put this thing. So one of the options. Well, I'm not gonna babble on. But this is a very 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 interesting project. I hope to work on it on the stream. So we'll see what happens. All right. So there you go. A lot more to come
Wow.
here.
This is
And
gonna.
yeah, and I ordered it. I ordered it this morning, and it got here this afternoon. This is Amazon. Look at this card.
So, how many did you order? Just one?
I ordered 2.
Good idea. Yeah.
I ordered 2, and the plan is that the second one will actually be working.
Yeah, I mean, you said you're gonna hack it to pieces. I was like, if you only have one, then
No.
it's
So
pieces, we gotta put them together.
one of them is probably gonna die in the process. So that's why I got 2.
How much is this? It looks expensive. Like what, $50
It's $50 for both.
for both? Oh, that's
Yeah.
not bad.
No, it's not bad.
No.
It's not bad at all. All right.
Wow.
So let's go ahead and get started. Actually, before we do you want to see what we have with the Mac app?
Yeah, I do. I want to see it in action. Why don't you show it in action?
Okay. Okay, so this is the server, and let's go to the client. Oh, it's 1. Okay, 0. So this is the client, and you want to see it like with the USB and everything?
Yeah, of course.
Well, the USB is not here, so give me a second.
All right.
All right, I am back.
Great.
So let's look at that.
The video is not back. Oh, now it's back.
Okay, so I am plugging in the USB strip. Okay, you can see the
Okay.
strip.
Yep.
And let's go run develop. I will answer the question in the chat in a minute. All right, so this is run develop, and this is the app. Look how nice it looks. People in the
Oh,
chat
that's
room
good.
help me design it. All right, so let's go here. 1, 2, 3, 4. And this is a known bug. I wrote it in the Trello. Right, so you see this?
Uh-huh.
Now you have a work. Look at this, how nice it is. Break is green.
Oh.
Work is
it
red.
changes color. That's pretty neat.
All right, so now check this out, right? So now you do work, you start. And once you start, it's going to start counting down. And then one LED is working. You see, like 1 here. And then now it's going to turn on the second one. Check it out. All right, now you see now two are on,
2 LEDs on.
and now another one. You see?
What did you press though? Like
Nothing.
break?
I'm
So
not,
why is the light switching back and forth?
because it's progressing. It's like 8 lights here.
Oh. Oh,
So
all
it says
right.
progressing with time. Check it out.
So
And another one, you see?
so once it hits 0, the full LED will be on.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. So people would like actually know how far you're
Aha.
into the
Dude,
mission.
this is what I wanted you to say without me saying it. Right? So this is intuitive, right? It's like if
Yeah.
it's so that if it's starting to blink, then I just started, and if it's towards the finish, then I'm about to be available, right? So, dude, this is like the part that I like the most, and
That's a fucking great feature. I mean,
right,
that's
and
yeah, like that people will know. They will anticipate
yeah,
when to come back if they want to talk to you.
right. And now check it out. I'm on a break, and it's gonna blink green now. Check it out. You see green?
Yeah. Well, I see green on the app because I'm having delay.
Yeah.
Okay,
But
now I see green.
yeah. All right. So let's go
Cool.
to the Twitch chat. Because I have some questions there. Weekeeps, welcome to the chat room, Weekeeps. It's not. I do appreciate that you're here, even though you're in the cold, far, and boring East Coast, but whatever. So, are you an electrical engineer, mechanical engineer, or just a software engineer? Where did you learn how to hack things together for this car project? So, right. And I think this is an interesting question. I did not. I have absolutely zero idea how I am going to start this. I never took one of these apart. I never worked with a Raspberry Pi. I never worked with a USB before this project. I just have this unsatiable hunger to learn new things. And to create new things. So I guess that's the answer. I never really learned any of this. I'm just hacking together two sticks. You know what I mean? It's like that's basically the answer.
I still have a question about the LED light. So basically they offer an API that allow you to control the progress of the lights.
Yeah. So here it is, right? So you can go to light actions in the JavaScript object, and you can see that here. So you see here device.setColor. This is the kind of function that controls the lights.
Right.
And here there is like the index, so you can turn on the index, from 0 to 7 basically. So then this will go and count, right? So this will go and count and say, I've done this, I've done that, and then it's gonna kind of continue and work on that.
Well, that's cool. That's really cool.
Okay, so let's push this. So I'm gonna clean this up a bit before we start going to the Golang. When I mean clean this up, I'm just closing up some windows. Not really working on the project. So and all of this happened over the weekend. So we made. I think I worked. So all the work I've done was on the stream. I didn't work even 1 minute off the stream. So, it's basically you can measure exactly how much I worked on it because it's been on the stream. So,
did you push the code to the GitHub?
Yeah, it's on GitHub. So Weekeeps, I hope that answered your question here. Okay. So I am not as articulate as I usually am. I am quite a bit tired today. So you guys will have to kind of bear with me in the chat, and
All
you, Stevens, as well.
right. Okay.
Let's just sec.
I'll try to stay light on the questions. Give you a break.
Okay. So let's go ahead and get started here. So code go src github.com cancel dev. Let's see what we have here. We have the gong. We have the Kafka stats d. What is this one? Kafka stats d, Zookeeper. This is not the one that I created. All right, so that's not the one. All right, so let's create a new one called ZK stats. I don't know. And then let's go inside here. ZK. Roboctocat, welcome. All right, so get init here. All right, so let's start a new TMUX session here. And open up as we usually do, just above the camera here. All right. Okay, cool. So first things first, we need to establish what is the structure. And to establish what is the structure, I want to SSH into one of the machines here. Okay?
Okay.
So let's go and do that. And what I need to do in order to get there, I need to connect to the VPN. This is such a hassle. But let's connect to the VPN. So I'm going to obviously do that off the screen. So give me a second, okay?
Yeah.
This is a bit of a hassle, but there is nothing really to be done. Okay, so that's here. And now I need my multi-factor authentication. So I'm going to go there. And come on. Okay. What happened?
I don't know.
Roboctocat, what happened? What are you referring to, man, in the chat room?
Excuse you, that needed some lube.
Yeah, I don't know what he's referring to.
Like lubricant?
No,
That's
I have no.
That's totally disconnected.
Yeah, I don't really know what he means.
Lube.
Okay, so let's go ahead and connect. Oh, that's probably from you, Stevens. That
Oh, really?
all of these noises are probably you.
Okay, it's probably me. All right. Sorry about that. It's my desk.
CD and
yeah, I
then
have
ZK.
IKEA desk that's
CLI.
really
Great. Okay, so now here we have this. And this is the Zookeeper, and we have LS, we have Kafka here, and here we have the pipeline, and inside of this we have, consumers? No, consumers is not going to have anything. So what do we have here? So we have configs, we have, so let's go to the brokers. And here we have topics. All right, cool. And if you go and see the topics, one of the topics is __ consumer offsets. So now you can go and get this. So this is get and then __ consumer offsets. And you can see there is a tree here. And each item in the tree, you see there's partitions here. And each item in the tree has an ID, and that item has a location, right? So this is 881 and so on and so forth. So you see this partition number 3 is a part of a topic.
Okay.
So now first what I want to do is I want to do this and copy this over. So let's go here to the readme.md here. And then consumer offsets location is going to be this one. And then it looks like this is partitions. And inside partitions there's an ID and array with a single item. Okay, so this is the structure we need to read. Okay?
Okay.
So let's put this here. Okay, and then the structure we need to read is partitions and then IDs of something. Okay, and now, oh shit. Okay, so here, and then let's go and get. So get here. Great. And now I want the topics. And let's do ls here. And inside the topic, let's take the cap ETL messages. So let's get here and then cap ETL messages. I'm sorry about those noises. I don't know why the SSH is doing that. Okay, and now what you see here, that this topic has partitions. It has partition 8, 4, 5, 1, 6, 2, and 7. And also 3, 0, 10, and 1. You see this?
Yeah.
Okay, so now let's go here and check partition 3. So I want to get partition 3 here. Okay, so partition 3 is 881 and then 107. And let's take partition 3 here, and then this is 881, 107. Okay. All right. I wonder though why this has a three items in the array, and that one only has 1. I think I do understand, but I'm not 100% sure. Anyway, what we need to report to Graphite is we need to report this, and we need to report this.
Okay.
Okay, so let's go ahead and do that.
Why do you say it's a tree? It looks like just a hash to me, right?
Well,
just a key value.
No, it's the tree is before that, because topics has multiple items, and then each item has multiple items. That's why it's a tree.
Okay.
All right, so let's start a main.go here. This is going to be a one file kind of program. And what I want to take is here from the Kafka statsd. Here in main.go, there is this one to connect to Graphite, to Zookeeper, I'm sorry. Here.
All right.
And then here. Okay, so we are gonna have this. So let's copy some of these here. So this is going to be this, and here in the main we're going to parse this, and we need to import Kingpin here as well, and we need OS because we are triggering this, and we probably need FMT as well. And then we are going to, do we need stats D here? Not for now. And then stats D, blah, blah, blah. Okay, and then Zookeeper nodes, parse connection, and then Zookeeper address. And then we have a new config, Zookeeper nodes. And then we have a broker. Okay, so let's go and check out this library, Kazoo Go. And let's see what we have here. Library to interact with the Kafka metadata. I don't know if I need that. I really only need... Okay, so here we have the broker list. And this is going to be brokers. Make string land brokers. Okay, there it is. So brokers is root, and then children is KZ. Okay, so really what I need is this one, the Zookeeper one. I don't need the Kazoo one. I need this one. Okay, so here it is. So then this one is connect, and then servers is going to be a list of strings. And then we have a timeout. All right, so let's first start with that. Okay, and then servers. Okay, so this one is Zookeeper nodes. Where is Zookeeper nodes? Okay, there it is. Parse connection string. Okay, so Twitch. Camzak, welcome. Welcome back, man. The asterisk is a pointer. And today we are working, Amit, today we are working on connecting to Zookeeper from Golang and reporting matrix of that Zookeeper. I mean, not of Zookeeper, but from Zookeeper to statsd. So basically, we have a Kafka cluster that connects to Zookeeper and save the states there. And what I want is to read that state and report it to statsd. And I need to do it really, really fast. I don't need to code it really fast, but I need the program to be super fast because we have more than 1 million messages a second here. So that's the thing. So parse connection string. Okay, and this one is going to be this. This one is the ch root. Okay, so we have here. So let's do this here. Let's do a parse connection string, and this is going to be a string. And this one is going to return nodes. Yeah, this is not HTML and CSS. Okay, so node, and then we have a Zookeeper. All right, so here we have servers is going to be parse connection string, And we have the ZK address here. And is it really how I call this? I think this is a pointer. So I think I need to dereference it. So we'll see how that goes. And before we do anything, let's do fmt print print line of servers. Okay.
Okay.
So dictate address, and then let's remove all of these. Okay. So now let's go here and go build. Okay, so then this one and this one. And here we need go imports. And we have string and kingpin. Great. So go build. Servers. Obviously, this needs to be here. And go build. Multiple values. So this is going to be server and root. So let's do this and root. And build. All right. And now here we are going to ZK stats and then dash dash zookeeper. Address, we're going to say localhost 2181 Kafka pipeline. Unknown flag, zookeeper address. Okay, so we have localhost 2181 and Kafka pipeline. So now this one is going to be localhost 2181 as well, and then Kafka pipeline. And then we have two servers, and we are parsing the root correctly, right? So these are our servers, and this is our root. Okay?
Right.
So now we have the root correctly, and we have the servers correctly. Okay, so this part of our program is working out nicely. All right. Now, what we need to do is we need to connect to that, and we need to get. All right. So let's do this. Where is this config thing? And the reason I'm looking at this code here. The reason I'm looking at this code here is because I'm looking at how it connects to the underlying zookeeper directory. Oh, I see. So this one is a config. New config, and this one is a timeout, blah, blah, blah. So a timeout is 1 second. Okay, so this one is the config, and then this one is zk.con. Okay, so then zk.connect. Okay, got it. Okay, so let's do it ourselves here. And then this is going to be connection, and then zk.connect to the servers. And let's say that the timeout. So timeout is time.duration. Where is the timeout? Time.second. Okay, so timeout is 1 time.second. All right, so let's import time. Okay, so then we have this. And so error.nil return nil. Okay, so this is the connection. Okay, so here let's do fmt print line of error. And then let's return. And then if not, then we're going to do fmt dot print line and connected to the servers. Okay. So now let's take our zookeeper real addresses. Okay, and then take this. So now here we'll take this and 2181, and then this. 2181, and then this. Last one, 2181. Okay, oh, I need to build. So build zk.connect. Oh, where is my zk? Okay, so I need this. Build. Root declared but not used. So let's fmt dot print line here again, just to use those servers and root build con. So what are we doing with con really? So con dot children and then root. All right, so let's get rid of this. Okay, so go build and then run it, and we have a connection. Great. Okay, so now we have the con here, and we are connected to the server. Now, I am interested in what is going on here. So let's take children here, and then our root, so this is going to be con here, and then our root is going to be the one with the consumer offsets. So it's going to be this one.
Okay.
And let's do, I don't care about the error here, and let's do fmt dot print line of children. I'm interested in what this is returning. It's probably returning some kind of okay, so we're getting partitions.
Partitions.
Okay, so let's take this and take partitions. And this probably going to return numbers. So build and then zk again. Yeah, and this is going to return the numbers. Okay. So now this is the number of partitions. So each of these is a partitions.
Right.
And in order to get the value of this, so con, let's see, con dot, we probably have something like get. Oh, there it is, you see? So then con and then root and child. So you see this?
Yeah. Yep.
So we can take this. Where are we here? I see you guys are self-policing in the chat room. I like this. Okay, here, so path. Okay, so then here, this is going to be path. And let's do go imports here. Great. Okay, so then nodes. No, this is not the one that I want. Come on. Where am I? Here. Okay, so then the child, let's say that the child is 3. Okay, so then we can fmt dot print line of value, and this should be the array. So let's ignore the error here as well, and build. This one is just con, and zk stats. Oh, why? Oh, okay, so this is not root actually. This should be here. So it's this one. Okay, so build. And then here.
Nope. Empty. Partition. So what do you expect?
I expected the value.
Connection again.
Oh, you know what? Dude, this is what I need. All right, so this. So here, this is the value I need. So that's here, and then here. And that's the value I need, right? So let's build path. Now we don't need path, so let's remove path and build, and then zk stats. No. Wait, what? So let's SSH again. And let's cd into our zookeeper and turn zkcli here. And then let's take this here and do get on this one. Okay, so this one consumer off. Okay. So here. Let's do this. And build. And zk stats.
Okay. Now you get the values. Those are the partitions, right?
So this is weird. So let's take this. And say that value equals value and error equals to JSON dot on Marshall. So let's take this. Broker node and then broker entry. Oh, we need to do that into. Okay. So we need to parse it into something that will make sense. So let's SSH into the server again, and let's create a struct here. So cd here, and then zkcli, and get of this. So we need this one. Okay, great. So now this is here. So this is going to be a struct, and this is going to be a consumer offset, like so. And this is going to have a version, and this is going to be a integer or a number. What is it? Like int, number? What is in?
I think it's int.
And JSON, this is going to be versions. And then partitions, which is going to be an array of partition. And this is going to be JSON of partitions. And then we have a struct of partition, which is going to have So what is this? So this is, so partitions is actually, oh man, so this is a slice. No, it's a map of string and array of integer. Oh shit. So this is going to be a map of string and array of integers.
Can I ask a question here?
Yeah.
When you declare the struct, when you do like JSON of version, is that like a description, or does
No,
that
it's
have
here.
any...
It has a field here, the version.
Oh, okay.
Oh, so wait a second. So it's like this. So it's map, and then the key value is the string, and then the value is this. So map of string and array of integers. Okay, so then here we need consumer offset, which is going to be consumer offset, like so. right? And then the JSON unmarshal, we're going to unmarshal the value into the pointer of consumer offset, like so. And then here, we need to print the consumer offset. Like so. And error, then let's do fmt.println there. This is an interface you can unmarshal correctly. Yes, this is an interface I can unmarshal. All right, so build. Let's see what I did wrong, and I did this wrong. So let's import this and build. So this is encoding JSON and build. Line 44. Value and error. JSON unmarshal. So this is only error. Here. No new variable, so this is only error here. And build, come on. All right. So now let's run this. All right, we have this. So we have the map and 44 and this and 41 and this. So we can actually already report this to statsd, because here in the consumer offsets, we already have this. So this is cool. Okay.
Okay. Still kind of unclear about something, but you can go ahead.
No,
I can
go.
ask later. I'm still at the question where, like, when you declare something like JSON partitions and JSON versions there, does it, like, how does it make a difference whether you say you have that part or not? Because in some other syntax, right, you don't really say JSON something something. You just say, hey, this is the
Parse
value.
this. Yeah, exactly. So let's say we are in Ruby. So let's say we are in Ruby. Which version of Ruby do I have here even? So Ruby-V 2.4. Okay, sounds good. So let's say we are in Ruby. So we need to, what in Ruby? Ruby is require JSON, right? So require JSON. Okay, so in Ruby, let's say we have this JSON, which is a string. So this is going to be JSON string here, and the string is going to be this, right? So what happened? Okay, so here, name, and then Avi. Okay? And then here we can just do hash equals to JSON.parse and JSON string.
Right.
And then the hash is hash, and you can hash here name. Okay?
Right.
Cool. So this is Ruby, and it's a dynamically typed language, right?
Right.
And in Golang, that's not your case. So what you need to do when you parse a loosely typed object like a JSON, you need to tell Go which interface am I going to try to fit this parsing into.
Which interface? So it means that you have to specify the keys of the JSON object?
Yeah, you need to specify the keys, and you need to specify the type of the object. So for example, here our JSON has a version, and our JSON has partitions. And we need, and the partition again is kind of a map, that the key of the map is string, and the value of the map is an array of integers.
Okay, I kind of see where you're going. So, and this is basically telling the interface that this is, for example, like the version, it's gonna be an integer, and then when it's trying to fit in there, it will only try to look for the version key.
Yeah, exactly.
And if it doesn't find it, it's gonna complain that this is the interface is like
Yep.
incompatible or something.
Yep.
Ah, okay. Okay, so it's just, you just have to kind of tell it, and can I just see where you're using consumer offset? I kind of know
Here, so I'm doing
consumer.
con.get, and I'm getting the value from consumer offsets.
Uh-huh. And then you're doing value consumer offset.
And then this
What does this mean?
this
This
is
means
just
you're
I'm just declaring the class here and into a variable, and then I'm passing it as a pointer here. So now it will unmarshal the value into this variable.
Oh.
Okay, so now here I'm declaring a variable named consumer offset, and the type of this variable is consumer offset. What I could have done here as well is consumer offset, like so, and then say consumer offset, like so, and then pass consumer offset here. So this is a shorter syntax that essentially does the same thing.
Got it. Basically, when you do that, it's expecting a hash with keys, version, and partitions, and it's gonna kind of try to look for these values and fit into this interface.
Yeah,
right?
And you see this works the same. So this and this is just shorthand syntax of the same thing.
Got it. That's very clear.
Okay, cool. So now we have our consumer offsets, and we have the location of that. Oh, you know what I realized? I have, you see these, like 1, 2, 3. This is burned, like I'm burned from between my helmet. You see this?
Yeah.
Doesn't look good. That's funny. All right. That's the random observation.
What? Grow more hair, man. Grow more hair.
Just a random observation.
So random.
Just now I can't unsee it. It's like I look. No, I wasn't in traffic. This is from the bike. From this. So I probably spent about 8 hours on the bike this weekend. Yeah, I can. Oh my god, it's like I need to put a hat on or something now. All right, I'm gonna do it like this. I'm gonna stream like this. I'm just gonna stream with looking up. All right. Let's continue here. And all right, so here we have the consumer offset. So here we can report consumer offset to Graphite, to statsd. Okay, and statsd or diamond, let's say. Okay, so now what we need is to grab the topics. So let's go here and SSH into our, you know what? Let me split this again here. And what I'll do is I'll just like bring it up a bit. And then I'll just focus on it. All right, this will make it easier. All right, and then here, let's cd here, and then we will do zk CLI. Great. And now let's get, and let's take here. So topics here. And so topics is actually this one. All right. So this one is this, and then we can get this here. And this will give us, again, the same partitions and then an array of integers.
Okay.
All right. Okay, cool. So let's go here. And let's take this here. And this is going to be children. And then con.children, and this is going to be here topics. And then we can fmt dot print line here of children. So this should print out all of our topics. All right, so let's focus here and build. We should have everything good. And then zkCLI, and we have a list of all of our topics. What the weird thing is, let's do something here. This should have a length. So build, and again, zkCLI. Wow, Zach, thank you so much, man. You rule, man. You absolutely rule.
$5.
zkCLI. Thank you so much for the subscription, dude. You rock. And you know what? I don't know why you weren't here over the weekend. I did a shit ton of a metric ton, I should say, of client side over the weekend. We worked with the USB, and we did Electron, and like a bunch of Node.js and a bunch of JavaScript, and yeah, it's we built a Mac app with Electron. Well, everything is on VOD. You should check it out. All right, so this is this is here, and then here we can have the value here, and here we need the topics. Okay, so now here we're gonna do for shit. And by the way, someone told me I say too much shit on the stream. I am aware of that, and I am sorry. No, that's not what I want. I want the range one. How can I never remember how to do it? It's so for in. I like literally never remember how to do it. It's no, I didn't say shit anymore. I mean, literally the word shit. Literally the word shit.
I mean, I think the stream is gonna be boring if you make it PG-13, to be honest.
But what I'm saying is, this is the way I talk. This is what I want. So for So let's check this. So for topic in range children.
Zach. Good one, man. Yeah, seriously, man. We don't want PG-13 here.
Shit, man.
We want rated triple X.
Shit. Alright, so print line and then topic. Alright. So then here, and let's build. And this one. Oh, what happened? This is wrong. Oh, so now here, this is children and topic. So this should be topic index. Okay, cool. So now this is our topic, and here we can have the new path. So this is going to be path.join. And here this is going to be this. And then the children topic index. And I think that's about it. Right? So let's get, yes, great. So now then this is so the thing is it's an array, it's not a map. Oh, good. I'll check it out. I'll check it out. Thanks. Yep. Thank you for that as well. So this is index and topic, you say. So index topic, and this you say is going to be the topic. So this is the index and the topic. So fmt dot print line topic path. All right, so then this one, awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So here, let's open up ignored topics. And this is going to be a slice of strings. And this is going to be dash dash help. And dash underscore underscore consumer offsets. And then here, so no, you can't reference the underscore. Okay, why am I struggling here?
You're trying to exclude the ignore topics, right?
Yeah, I'm trying to ignore those topics. So here,
So you need to like skip the iteration or something.
no, I need an if ignore topics topic, right? So then all right, let's check index of this one and then contains. So contains is for a string. So let's check this. I know there is no build contains. I've been having this for a while, you know. So no, I don't have to iterate. All right, so we can actually, we don't have to iterate anything. We can say, what can we say?
Topics.
Twitch. Yes. Yeah, man. I know this contains is like what? I mean, how come? What I'm trying to do is just ignore those couple topics. That's what I want. Just ignore those topics. Oh, Zengold, you're Twitch staff? Wow, man. I am so honored. Oh
How do you
my
know?
god.
Oh, Twitch staff. He has a.
No, now I have to like say hello. Now I have to say hello. Like, is this a recognition of all the effort? Oh man. So they're in a slice. I can definitely put them in a map. The thing is, I just don't want to focus on that right now. You know what I mean? I just don't want to focus on that right now. So
When Aaron comes to your stream, it gets real.
wow, man, that is crazy. So what I want to do really is not check this every time in the loop. This is so here's the deal. And here's the deal that I need to explain here. And this is why this is why I am kind of thinking this through more than it seems that I should, right? So what happens is that I need to report the location of the partition, the location of the consumer on that partition, right? So now if we think about this for a second, that system accepts over 1 million messages per second, right? So well over 1 million. And what happens is that if I do an O of 1 in that loop, then it's enough that it's going to be a fraction of a second to deviate my results that I report to stats_d. So what I want is to the first read and the second read. So the first read that says, hey, where is the consumer currently on the offset? And then the second read that says what is actually the position of the partition. Those have to be as close as possible. So even if I do an O of 1, which seems ridiculous, if I do an O of 1 on 2 items, but I do that on 30 items in a loop, and report them to stats_d. So first of all, I need to report to stats_d after the loop. That's obvious. But even if I do an O of 1 inside of that loop, that can be slow enough to deviate the results in the later topics. So I hope I'm explaining that right, and I hope I'm explaining why I'm thinking this through more than I should, more than it looks like I should, right? Because this looks like just a map, and then if it's not, then okay, then if not, you know what I mean? So the reason I'm thinking this through more is because this needs to perform in fractions of a second, really, right? So in like, bam, it's like and that's the thing, right? Otherwise, we can say that the consumer deviated. So I know that's the fastest way to do the lookup, but I don't want to do the lookup at all. No, I don't care about the stats_d times. What I care is that the partition offset is going to be as close to the read as possible. The problem is not the timestamp. The problem is the read time. All right, so the main problem I have is with this consumer offset, which has the potential to throw everything off. But what I want to do first is I want to read the help. So I want to check the topics -- help, and I want to get this, and this has 3 partitions as well. Okay, I have a better I have a better way to do it, right? So the suggestion of the structure of the items is enough for me to differentiate between the items, and I hope that
What do you mean? You mean you're gonna differentiate based on the structure
yeah, I'm gonna differentiate based on the
of the
structure.
children?
Yeah.
Of the children?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
How can you be sure? Like, just having 3 items is not enough information, right? Oh, you're gonna. Uh, so you want to use that as a clue to differentiate.
Yeah. Yeah, because the consumer offsets only has one item in the array where it reports the offset, and the topic have 3 items because because it's partitioned. So if it has if it has 1, then I ignore it. If it has 3, then I continue. By the way, Camzac, from my experience, people don't get yelled at because of things like that. People don't get yelled at, and definitely don't get fired, and don't get in trouble. Sweating bullets. So in my experience, that doesn't happen. People are definitely sweating bullets or shitting cubes, but people don't get their ass chewed off. Usually.
So
if you don't break production once when software engineering, are you even doing it right? So I want to tell you something about the company that I work for now, comparison to the company that I worked for before. Usually, in most companies, everybody has access to production, and everybody can deploy to production, and everybody has either SSH access to production, and I don't know, database access to production, and so on and so forth. And the company I work for now, nobody has access to production, like literally nobody. That makes things a lot saner. And production access is given when you need it, and taken away when you don't need it. And that makes things a lot smoother. Deployments are automated, yeah, nobody really has access to it, so nobody can really break production in a way. I don't have access to production, but I have access to master, which is pushed to prod weekly. But hey, I don't need much as an intern. So, yeah. All right. So, one thing that now I find, how shall I say, peculiar, is that this topic here, the consumer offsets. So here, consumer offsets. Something here doesn't make sense to me. So here, topics. Something doesn't make sense to me.
What doesn't?
What I'm trying to understand is that this is consumer offsets, and this consumer offsets has partition as a key, so partition ID as a key, and then one value in an array. But all topics are partitioned across this specific partition. So partition number 3 has multiple topics on it. So I'm trying to even figure out whether this data is reliable enough to figure out the deviation between the consumer and the topic. And this is not really a programming question. So this is not whether I can access the data or I cannot access the data. I have access to the data. I solve the O01. I can make it really fast, and I can rely on the data in terms of like how I can pass it through to StatsD. What I don't understand here is whether this data is reliable in the more holistic sense. And I think I should explain a bit more of the context, because I think people are kind of flying blind here. Okay, so I think I explained it before on one of the streams where I did this task. And this is a highly distributed system, right? And when I say a highly distributed system, I'm not talking about 2 servers behind a load balancer, right? I'm talking highly distributed system. Okay, so let's talk about it. So we have a Kafka, right? The Kafka is in lack of better term, is a really, really, really high throughput messaging queue. Now, a messaging queue is the wrong word to call it, but in order for people to understand and connect here, this is a messaging queue, okay? Don't kill me. It's not a message queue, but to understand it, it's a messaging queue, okay? Right. So now Kafka saves its state in another distributed system. All right. So Kafka is one distributed system, and it saves its state in another distributed system, and that distributed system is the one that I'm reading for here. It's called Zookeeper. All right. Now, everything puts things into Kafka, which means it can be an external system. It can be anything, right? It's like, think about it. It's like more than 1 million messages per second. So it's anything can put messages there. Now, who reads from it is consumers. And those consumers are Flink, which is another distributed system. And Flink reads messages from that stream, right? Reads messages from that stream and processes these messages. And then based on those messages, it outputs other messages, right? So to understand like how... So you are contemplating if the data is reliable in an eventually consistent system. No. So here's the deal. Even though the system is eventually consistent, that is true in a way. That is not true in the sense that you think about it, because it's not eventually consistent. Like Cassandra is eventually consistent, right? So Cassandra is eventually consistent when you say store X, and then you say give me the value of X, and then X might not be the one that you stored like a second ago. That's eventually consistent. In this sense, this is not an eventually consistent system. This is not an eventually consistent system. This is an ACID type system. But what I'm contemplating is not whether I can trust the data in terms of the async nature of it, is whether this specific value, because from the moment I look at this value, it's the same. And it's like 881.237.107, right? So I'm like, what does this number even mean? It can't be the position of the partition 29 is 881.237.107 for the last 20 minutes. It's impossible. So what I'm trying to understand is, what does this number even mean? And whether the thing that's reporting that number, whether that thing has a bug in it, which I can't control, which I don't have any control over. And that's what I'm trying to understand. I'm not trying to understand whether I can rely on an eventually consistent system. I'm trying to understand whether this data is even news to me, right? Or is it fake news? You know what I mean? So this is what I'm trying to understand. And the more I look at this data, the more static and stupid it seems. And it just can't be. Are you talking to me?
Who are you talking to?
Oh, oh man. Oh man.
I can't believe you still remember that one.
Yeah. Um, so that's the thing, and that's the thing that's kind of melting my brain here because again, the more I look at it, the more it seems like it's completely useless data. That it has no real value to me.
What is it supposed to be? Like, what did you expect it before? Like this number 8812371107. Like,
It's not that I needed another number and I got this number. What I expect is for this number to move.
why? Why did you expect it to move?
Because the system is in production. This is a production system we're touching. It's not a dev system. So the consumer offset moves. So either the consumer are down, which is highly unlikely, or this data is wrong.
Right. I guess what I was asking is, what does the key value mean? Like partition, like 45, and then an array of numbers.
So
Is that the location?
yeah. So the system is partitioned, and partition basically means it's sharded, right? So
Right.
say that you have a topic. This topic is distributed across servers and is distributed across disks.
Right.
So what you say is that the consumer on this specific partition this is where it's starting. It's almost like I am now based ID of 881 and above, right? So I don't care about what happened before. I am now here, and I am reading from here onwards. So it's like a cursor. It's like a cursor in a way, you know.
It's the address on the disk, so it's supposed to be the address number on the disk.
It's ID of the message, and again, I'm trying to kind of explain it in simpler terms. It's the ID of the message that this specific consumer cares about and above, right? So think about it like, say, you have a users table. And the users table on this disk is from number 10,000 to number 20,000. On this disk is from number 21,000 to 31,000. And what I'm saying is that the consumer on this disk is at 22,000. Now, if you say, hey, my system is already written 24,000, then the delta between your consumer and your topic is 2,000. So this is your consumer offset.
Okay.
Got it?
Okay. Now I got it. So what about the key, like the 45?
That's the partition ID. Yeah.
That's the 45th part. It means it's a part of the partition, right?
No, it's partition ID of 45.
Partition ID 45.
Yeah.
And the number inside of the array is the offset number.
Yeah. Yeah, but it's not moving, so it doesn't make sense.
So there should only be one offset per partition, always.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, but that offset should move.
It's not moving. Okay. Now it's clear. Like it should move unless there's no new data being generated or something like that. Unless it's not moving.
Yeah.
Unless the app is down.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I was all confused till now, but.
Okay.
Thanks.
So I don't know if Zangold is here, and no, I don't think so. But that was cool that he jumped in here. Let's see. Does he stream? Let's look.
Who's Zango? Twitch staff. Sounds like he's an engineer.
He has 100 million views. Wow, man. Look at that.
What?
100 million views.
What?
I am but a peasant. 12,000 followers.
Videos. Twitch staff.
Now we are going to watch a Zangold stream on my stream.
Wow.
Let's go get the chat. Like, how can it not detect an eye?
100 million views.
This is pretty awesome. All right, cool. So I am redeeming this project a failure. Unfortunately, and I think this is the second time I redeemed this project a failure.
Yeah.
Dude, look, I have coffee.
I think a little bit of marijuana also helps you get more viewers.
And I have water. Do I need food or cats?
You need drugs or cats. I don't know, maybe porn?
No, so this is not reliable data. And what I think is, or be an attractive woman. That's true. Okay, so here's what I think. I think the current state is stop with the squeaking. My goodness.
No, I mean, sorry, but I couldn't control it. You know, my furniture are just old. I need to kind of buy new ones.
It's like you live in a dungeon. Fuck.
It's called frugality. You know, you ever heard of frugality? You know, like, you know.
You can't get more frugal about like with the chair I'm sitting on.
Just sitting on the chair.
It still did not squeak. All right, so here's the thing. So I think from Kafka version 0.9 onwards, the consumers from Flink are not being persisted at all. -- consumer offsets. All right, so let's do this. Is not reliable to the point where you can't report this data and rely on it to understand consumers' delay and even whether a consumer is down or up. This is bad. All right, so well, it's not our failure. I mean, it's important to understand this is not a programming failure. Not that I'm scared of those failures, but it's simply not the case here. So we need to go back to the drawing board here. All right. Cool. So we are at 9:45, and unfortunately, I didn't give you a lot of value today, or I did. Oh, you know what? I think I actually did, because sometimes you need to understand that the data and the systems you have in your hand, they're just not there. So I don't know, maybe a less experienced engineer would just bang his head against the wall for another couple of days. I don't know. Whatever. I'm just like trying to find value. I'm just trying to find value there that maybe is not there, but whatever. Okay, so now we are at 9:45. So it is the time for questions. So people in the chat room, what are your questions? And you know what I think we can maybe start doing? Start designing this.
The card game? Pokemon Go? Pokecar Go? Give it a name, Pokecar.
When you will get even 10 on your forehead. So never. It's like my 10 here. You see? You see this 10? So I will never really. I will never have an even tan because what happens is when I'm outside, I have my riding jersey is basically up to here, and solid farmer's tan. And basically, I'm like up to here and then here, and you can also see that my face is like here where the sunglasses cover. I'm whiter than down here. Well, that's the case for me in the summer. It's whatever whatever. I just spend too much time in the sun. I have overflow of vitamin D, so I can give a lot for the introverts out there. Yeah. Anyway, it is what it is. What can I do? So, people in the chat room, questions. I don't know if we're gonna do the design for this today. I don't know. I think I need to think about it a bit more. But what this is going to. So I already have, just so we'll understand. Just a second. I already have a lot of the parts that we need.
Hello?
Are you talking to me? So I already have a lot of the parts. I already have a lot of the parts that we need, like the infrared and all the breakout boards and like all the cables and stuff. You see, like here. Yeah, this is going to be a very, very nice project. Yeah, you see the infrared one here?
Infrared. So the infrared is not like on the car. It's like
Oh yeah, we can do that. We can do that. So let's do that. Fog the Catman. Let's do that. Kamzak, stay around. We're gonna work on the Electron app. All right. So let's go here and let's do that. So I'm gonna close this and close this here, and let's start a new session here. Yeah, let's go and work on the Pomodori circle. I like that one. Right, so now let's go code, open source, Fullstack network, and Pomodori server. And let's start a new session here. And let's start MongoDB here and npm start here. Awesome. And then let's open up a new session. Kamzak, are you still around? This is going to be interesting. Oh, that's not what I wanted. CD code, open source, full stack network, and then Pomodori, Electron, client Electron, and then Tmux here. Okay. So let's bring this over like so, and let's run develop. All right, cool. So this is the Electron app, and it is connected to this USB. Okay, so this is the Electron app. It's connected to this USB, and let's go ahead and create an account here. What is going on? Did the server die? Oh yeah, the server died. Okay. Okay, so now we are logged in, and you can see that. I don't know if you can really see that, but this has multiple LEDs inside. And when we start working on a task, it will essentially start to blink the LEDs, and it will start the timer. So as you can see now, one LED is up, and then as another interval will pass, it will turn on another light. And we did all of this CSS and HTML work and JavaScript. We did it on the stream. I literally did zero work off the stream on this project. So all of it is on the stream, the server side, the client side, and all of it. All right, cool. So what we want now is to add like a little nice feature that will kind of fill the circle. So as you go through, the circle will fill. Whether you're in break mode or you are in work mode. So the reason I open up Photoshop here is because what I want is for the fill to be really just a touch lighter than break should be red. So you should read kind of the theory behind the project here, and kind of understand why. So this is one, and let's create one from the clipboard here. All right, cool. So what I want here, let's open up Photoshop here. So what I want is for the color of the fill to be just a touch under the red color of the background, right? So I really just a touch under, so maybe here, right? So just so it will be, yeah, red means don't F with me while I'm working. I'm focusing now, so that's exactly the point. So just a touch under, so maybe this one. So I don't know how the contrast of that will be with this, so we'll kind of have to see that. All right, so let's go ahead and start that here. All right, and let's go to the logged in page, and let's go to the clock. And I am good. Okay, so here display, and we have this, and we have the buttons. Okay, great. So here we'll have a class name of, let's say, filler. Filler, and then here we'll have this as a div here. And let's go to app.css here. And we have work. Great. And then .work.filler. And the background color is this. So this is just a slight background, and width is going to be 100%, and the height is going to be 100%. So let's see how that looks. Let's close all of these. Let's see how that looks. Where am I here? Okay, so I'm going to run develop again. So the colon I explained before, it's binding to this. It's returning an anonymous function bind to this. API.io 1 2 3 4, and let's do the login. And this is, we said this is a problem to debug, and we are login. So this is here, and this is going to be position absolute. Oh, I have a typo here. So this is a class name. Okay, so obviously this is not good. Okay, so why is this here? So this is the clock and the filler. And let's look at the timer. Perfect. Okay, so timer here. Well, this is weird. Why does this look like that? Where is the clock? So the clock is here. So this one is here. No. No, but this still isn't what I want, because what I want is to have this field, and what I basically want is for that to kind of come up when the clock is filling up. So let's go to the logged in page here. And this should be, oh, so this should actually be as part of the display and not part of the clock. So display, because the clock is everything. And we're going to add a position relative to the display. And now this is also, now it's going to, yeah, now this is better. But still not good enough. So where is our border here? So the border of 15 pixel is on the clock. No, so no, the display is wrong. So definitely not here. This is still confusing to me, because why would it overflow beyond the clock? So that's the thing. I don't know if I can do that. Let's, I know this is confusing, but I'm still trying to figure out, why is this even here? Why does this look like that? Because it shouldn't. Because the clock so filler. So let's say top 0 pixels and right 0 pixels here. So how come this is now overflowing? I don't understand why this is overflowing. So everything is now as it should be, except for the overflow. So let's give this. Okay, so filler here. Let's give it the same as the background color. Hmm. That's true. So let's go to clock and say overflow hidden. All right, this looks better. Now the question is, why is the Z index all messed up? So let's go to the display here. And the display is Z index of 100. And then the filler is going to be of, I don't know, 40. Why is this not reloading? Okay, now it's reloading. Oh, you know what I think? I think it's actually not hidden, but it's just not contrasted enough. So let's check it out. Okay, so this is our filler, and this is our display. And now this is up, this is on, which means I clicked something. Yeah, I think the something here. So I'm not sure whether it's the text. So the display now has a Z index of 100, but I think the position here is, yeah, okay, great. So now that's what we want. So here, the display here. Okay, great. So this is great. And now this looks good. And as you can see now, this is slightly different. So now let's look at top here. And let's say that the top is, I don't know, 100 pixels. Just so we'll see it kind of, oh yeah. You see, you'll actually see it filling up. But maybe we need to make it just a touch even like so, maybe. But this is not even red anymore. So do that and maybe. I don't know if it's contrasted enough. So let's say that the top is 100%. And check this out. Yeah, so now this should be completely hidden. And then here, the filler, we can do this. So class name is filler. And then here, the style, we can do something like this. Style equals to this. And open up here and say top is percentage. And let's do that. And then we will say that percentage is 100. 100.
Oh, this is cool.
Yeah. Thank you. Okay, and then this is going to be that. Okay. So now this is going to be this dot state dot percentage. And here, time equals this. And then here, no, I don't. I definitely don't. Okay, so here, this is this, this is this, and then let's say let total time equals time. And then we will do, so we need the remaining, no, we don't need the remaining time. We need how much do you have remaining? So we need, let's say you have 100 seconds and you have 90 seconds left. So this is essentially 100 over, so this is 90 minus 100. No. So this is 100 minus 90 because you have 90 seconds left. Well, this will give you 10, but it should actually give you 90. So let's say you have 40. So I need to negate that, which basically means that 100 is when you have 100 left, and then it's, oh, okay, so I just need the percentage of what you have left. Why is this so difficult for me? So then this is 100 minus 90, and this is what you have left. No, so you need to top, shit, just a second. So this should be 90, not 100. What? Yeah, no, so I'm not doing Golang anymore. This is, I moved on. I need to edit the channel description. I'm sorry. Now I'm doing JavaScript. So what I need is essentially 100% is when you have left. And what I need is how much do you have left, and 0 being the top. So basically when you have top 100% and then it kind of goes up. So what I need is the ratio is basically 100 minus, and then the time you have left. So let's say that the time you have left, let's say you have 40 seconds left out of 50. What am I doing here, man? Okay, let's see here for a second. So this is the time you have left, and this is the total time. Write it down on the whiteboard. No, it's just, this is no, this is too simple to write on the whiteboard. It's just me being tired. That's it. So we have the total time and the time we have left. Okay.
So you should get the ratio of what's the time left. So the time left divided by total time, you get a ratio, right? And then you just minus that ratio from 100. Isn't that what you want?
Yeah, what I want is the ratio.
The ratio is time remaining divided by total time.
So let's say time remaining divided by total time.
Yeah. So
right?
that's
So this is
80% remaining. Yeah.
80% remaining.
Right. So just time that by like 100. Well,
So this
whatever,
is 100.
right? Yeah. So that's 80%. So that's the ratio.
Okay, and this is the time, and this is the total time.
Yeah.
So that is the ratio.
Correct.
And now this is So this will give me 80. And then
Right.
what I need is essentially to let the percentage is basically 100 minus the ratio.
Yep.
Okay. What did I screw up? The style. So this is here and top, and then this state. What is going on? Why is this style equals top, and then this dot state dot percentage? So let's make this 100%. And then this will be this. What? Uncaught. What is going on? Style equal div style. My goodness. Really? Okay. Cool. So now let's see this. How much did I screw this up? Okay, there's the USB here. And oh, it's doing the other way around. Although it's nice.
Yeah. So just don't use 100 minus, right? Just use the ratio. That
Yeah,
would
what I
probably,
need is the
I mean,
ratio.
yeah. But it's
Oh,
already
but look
working.
at that. Look. This is really nice.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
And they work together like in a very nice way. Because now I actually have four on. And now the fifth. I actually like it that way, I have to say.
What, going down?
Yeah.
Oh, actually, it makes sense because then
No, but then this doesn't make
solid
sense. Why this goes up and this goes down? If this goes down, this should go down as well.
Yeah. That's
I
personal
mean, it's
thing,
like,
so.
you know what I mean? Like, what are we doing here? It's like, this is going up and this is going down. What am I, Microsoft? You know?
What an insult.
So what I need is basically just the ratio.
Yeah, take out 100.
Okay. Now, we are here. And start. And let's check it out. By the way, I don't know why this delay happens, but we'll fix it. All right, look at that. Oh, I'm pointing, like you see what I'm pointing at. That's cool.
That's cool.
Look at that. Dude, look at that. And they're synced. This is now 3, and this is about the third field.
Yep.
So what, you want the transition? What do you want the transition to be? Ease? CSS position transition. Can I animate absolute element? No idea. All right, cool. Thank you for that. Transition. You are very helpful, all of you. Transition. Transition here. Okay, so let's look at the filler here. And then this is going to be transition. And what we'll do top. Like this. Or just the ease and 25 millisecond.
What does this do?
It's like it's going to be smoother. The motion is going to be smoother.
Oh.
All right, cool. So do this. Well, it's not really smoothing it out.
It's kind of, yeah.
It's not really smoothing it out. So let's do top here. Yeah, it's counting 1 second and then transitioning. So I should probably do a 1 second easing. All right, I did 1 second. Let's see. Now it's like.
No, yeah, this is worse than not having the transition. It's not evenly spread out.
Yeah. So not ease. Let's do linear. Like this? I don't know. Let's see. Oh, maybe. Maybe. Could be.
Yeah, it's working. That's what you want.
No, this is bad. I mean, it's like.
No,
like
it's
tick,
okay.
tick,
It's
tick,
not
tick,
bad.
tick, 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 tick. You see, it's like. Tick, 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 tick. It's like. It's not smooth. That's what I'm trying to say. It's definitely not smooth. All right. So then this. BC? Oh, because. Okay. No, it's not smooth. It's like. All right. So first of all, let's do dot filler. And let's give this. So the border here. And the rest of them go here. And then the brake filler, the colors are gonna be different. So we're gonna do the colors next. But I don't know. I think it's just not smooth enough. So maybe give it 2 seconds worth of transition, or 1.25 worth of transition, because we move it every second, and the transition is just not smooth enough. So let's try this. No, it's like whatever I do is like it's too. The motion is really sucky. CSS transitions. Do you think it's the percent? Why do you think it's the percent? Well, we can do this. We can meth.floor it. It might look nicer when it's not 1 minute, you know. So you know, when it's like 2 minutes or something like that, it just might look nicer. You know, when it's gonna be 25 minutes, you're not even gonna notice that. It's like you notice that because it's a minute, so you're never gonna have really a timer for a minute. So I actually think the ease-in made it worse, to be honest. It kind of made it tick up in an unnatural way. At least when it was without the ease-in, it actually ticked up every time. So this is actually better. Yeah, it's not easing up, but it's ticking up with the seconds. So if you check tuck, 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 and it's easing up with the seconds, rather than like moving in an unnatural way. So if you think of it, it's a clock, right? So it's like tick, tick, tick. So it's almost like a drip. So this almost like represents the drip of the seconds. You know? All right. So this looks good. I'm happy with it. What I want now is to take this and take this to Photoshop and do the same thing for the green color. So let's take the green here and take a brighter one. So just a little bit. So this one is for the green. Okay, so this one, and then this one. Okay, no, guys, I'm through with the transition. I think, and I'm not trying to be stubborn here. I just really think that it. And look at that. This looks nice now. You see? Yeah, the transition is like, I don't know. It's just not there. It's like ticking. This is really, really nice. And what you need to, it's like a third now, and it's like 3 here. So it's really matching up nicely. And now it's at 4, and it's exactly like 50% there. So this is really, really nice. It really matches up well. It's like you don't really see the individual LEDs, but you have to trust me here. This looks really, really, really nice. So, and then it will be the last one. Bam. Look at that, man. This is cool. It's literally was in the last second. And now it's starting to start with minus, which is not that good. But that's okay. And yeah, look at that. I mean, it's coming up nicely. No, it's not a bug. It's a feature. Definitely a feature. This is 100% a feature. I don't know what you mean. I didn't even see that, so I don't know. Did you see something, Stevens? Did you see a bug? I didn't see one. So I don't know what you mean.
I saw a bug. It went to negative.
No, there was no bug. It's like it's a confusion. I don't know if you're talking to me or not, but this is definitely not a bug. Okay, so now here, let's say that the default is 25. And look at that, man. So now I'm gonna pack a Mac app. Check it out. And this came together. You know what I mean? Like, this came together. We built everything on the stream, from the server side, the design, the CSS, the HTML, the Mac app. Like, literally everything was on the stream.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome.
This is really nice. And it's not a simple project, you know? There's like a lot of moving parts. It's like there's a USB, there's hardware, there is a server, there is a client. So that's a win. You know what I mean? It's pretty nice.
Yeah, man, just build a second one. I'll be your first customer. I got cash ready for it.
All right, so look at that. So now my app.app, look at that. This is a Mac app, man. Look. It's nice, right?
Yeah. I think you should file a patent for it, you know. That's a good idea.
All right, let's take a couple of screenshots for the readmes. And let's say here, let's give this a minute and start. And I want to take a few screenshots just for the for kind of. I'm not really happy with the buttons here. It's like the font is off. I don't know. I'm not gaga over this. All right, so now we're taking this. And now we're in break mode. Okay. So we have our app. So this is nice. And we have the screenshots. We have everything. And add here. All right, so this one, and you guys can now check it out. And yeah, that's it for today. I'm already 34 minutes above the limit, so this is a good time to call it a day. All right, people in the chat room, if you have final questions, let me know. If not, Stevens, do you have questions?
Nope.
All right. Are you talking to me?
Nope.
Okay. So we are done for today. Thank you guys for being here, as always, and we will see you tomorrow. What are we doing tomorrow, by the way?
Work on the car, man.
I'm waiting, Camzak. I'm waiting. You want to work on this? Are you excited?
Yeah.
So this is the problem I have right now. You see this? This is the power bank for the car. And when I put it on... Dude, you are amazing. Thank you for that. Thank you so much. Dude, you're amazing. Thank you so much.
Are you talking to me? Whoa, $10.
Thank you, man. Thank you so much. You just basically bought just about a third of this. So this is awesome. And this is what, it's like, I'm not being pushy about those contribution, but you know what I'm saying? It's like all basically your contribution, Camzak, is like what made me go and purchase this. And again, it's not like a lot of money or anything like that. It's not like I'm not taking food out of my kid's mouth, but it's like it's making the stream better, So people like you are just making the stream better and providing fuel. It's not making me rich, but it just shows an appreciation. So the appreciation right back at you, man. Right back at you. Thank you so much. So we will start working on this. And the problem is that this is too heavy. So what happens is that when I put it on the car, it's like squishes the car. It's like hard to see. Let me try and show that to you. Just a sec. You see the car?
Not yet. Not yet.
You see, it's like squishing the car.
Okay, now I see it.
So it's like too heavy. I don't know. We'll have to figure it out. Maybe the car will have a trailer. I don't know. We'll figure it out. I didn't really realize how heavy these things are. So and this is and I need the Raspberry Pi and the GPS module and the so the GPS module and then the ultra the infrared and so on, and it's like it's gonna be too much. I don't know. Like I need a bigger like a bigger, more heavy duty car. So I didn't really think about like how heavy this is, but we'll figure it out.
Right?
Um, and yeah, and there's gonna be a camera, right? So everything is gonna, I don't know. We'll see. So with that being said, thank you. Car needs LEDs that flash when it goes into a radius based on GPS coordinates. So I don't want to reveal all the plans, but we are basically gonna there's gonna be this, right? These are the moving parts. I don't want to reveal all the plans. And again, it's not like I'm revealing commercial plans or anything like that, right? Everything in here is for fun. But there's gonna be the Twitch chat involved. Hint, hint. There's gonna be a geofencing involved. Another hint, hint. There probably gonna be another car involved, and there's gonna be cameras involved. So and basically it's gonna be a game driven by the chat. So you know this is gonna be a lot of code. And performance and sockets and real-time communication between objects, maybe vision, maybe this. So we're gonna architect this on the stream. We're gonna talk about the decisions on the stream. We're gonna write all the code on the stream. And my daughter is probably gonna be involved with this as well. So this is going to be a really, really fun project. Yeah, so there's going to be RSC chat parsing. There's going to be GPS involved. So what the first project I want, what the fuck did I want to say? Does anybody remember the programming language Logo?
Never heard of it.
Shit, man, you're fucking young. So Logo was basically a programming language. And it had the little turtle. And you basically could kind of program your way with the turtle. You see this, the turtle here?
Mm-hmm.
So you can basically say forward 10. You know what I mean? And then, yeah, look at this. So you have 2-star... and then repeat 5, forward 10, right? So let's do FD 10 and run, right? And then you can do FD 150 and run, right? And then you can do, what do we have? Do we have right? What do we have? Like reference, the Logo language. That's what I want. All right, so we have word. What is the word? Anyway, so then you can do right. Then you can say, I don't know, let's do right 25. And then FD 100. You see? So right 40. FD 150. Right? And then right 120. FD 325. Right?
Whoa.
So the point, and I don't want to reveal a lot of plans, but the point is to make this inside the chat with the car and find something in a space. Whoever finds that something is gonna get money. So that was just $5. But whoever finds that will get money, hard cash. And each of the people in the stream is gonna have a turn, and we'll see. I don't want to reveal a lot of plans. So this is going to be really, really nice. And every person that wants a turn donates to the prize pool. So Kamzak, you're like right on the money there. So if you want a turn, you need to donate to the prize pool. And eventually, whoever finds it will basically get the pot. So That's the deal. So there's gonna be like dashboards and like real time. This is exciting. This is gonna be an exciting project to work on.
Yeah, definitely.
So yeah.
I'm gonna start making money off of you guys.
You, what the fuck are you? Like you're the what are you talking about? Who are you? Are
Yeah,
you talking to
I'm
me?
gonna no, I'm gonna participate. I'm gonna make money off this game. I'm gonna make this my full-time job.
All right. So my dog is starting to hint that she wants to go outside. So I will see you tomorrow. Kamzak, dude, you are incredible. Thank you again. Thank you so much for that. It means a lot. And it really means a lot, and it gives fuel for the stream. Thank you for the people that participated. Thank you, Stevens. Good night, and see you tomorrow.